Michael Rainey situation. Now, of course, that wouldn't be the only. Of course, we have to now get into. We would have to now get into what happened earlier this week, which would be this Young Thug case. This Young Thug case done got pretty interesting, I'll tell you that. Especially this damn week. So, if y'all don't know, it kind of started with Young Thug's attorney turning shit up and getting held in contempt. I don't want to use arrested. He just got held in contempt. He didn't really get arrested. Got put in some handcuffs and exited out. They ain't really getting arrested. Okay. But he got held in contempt. He was held in contempt because he had found out about a secret meeting that they were having.
The YSL trial is taking a dramatic twist here tonight. Rapper Young Thug's attorney ordered to serve time in jail. I'm Blair Miller.
I'm Sean Gables. He'll spend nearly 3 weeks behind bars for criminal contempt.
Atlanta News First Madeline Montgomery was the only reporter to speak with the person who is representing that attorney about this decision tonight. Madeline?
Brian Steele's attorney is actually the same woman who initiated the removal of District Attorney Fani Willis from the Georgia election interference case against former President Donald Trump. She believes she'll be able to appeal tonight's decision.
Mr. Steele, I am going to hold you still hold you in summary criminal contempt.
Not the decision many in the courtroom were expecting.
I was surprised by a couple things. First, that the judge held him in contempt.
About a dozen defense attorneys showed up to support Brian Steele, who's representing rapper Young Thug in his criminal racketeering case.
Anytime a member or a criminal defense lawyer is making a motion in good faith and they're being shut down by the judge and threatened with jail, that's scary.
The reason Steele was held in contempt by Judge Ural Glanville?
The judge was having ex parte communications with the district attorney and a witness. That means he was talking to the district attorney and the witness without anyone from the defense being present. And that is generally considered improper. So Mr. Steele found out about that. He made a motion for a mistrial, and the judge demanded that Mr. Steele reveal that source.
Steele's punishment?
I'm going to order that you be taken into custody, incarcerated in the Fulton County Jail for no more than 20 days for this contempt. Those 20 days consisting of every weekend for the next 10 weekends.
I think it went well. I mean, anytime you walk out of court with your client, that is a good thing. And I do think that the appellate courts will take interest in this and will probably be able to overturn it.
If the decision isn't appealed, Steele has to turn himself into the Fulton County Jail this Friday. He requested to be with Young Thug while he's in jail so that the two can work on the case. And the judge said that he would talk to the sheriff to make it happen.
Madeline, thanks. Now, we are streaming every minute of the YSL trial for you on Atlanta News First Plus.
And I've been catching that and lead attorney, actually. Shout out to the lead attorney in AV. They have a very entertaining live, so definitely go subscribe to them. Like and subscribe to the lead attorney in AV over there. But yeah, I've been definitely following this week, especially because it got heated up. And I call bullshit. Because how dare you? Because the Supreme Court had actually stepped down themselves and said, hey, Judge, I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there, but Steele is not doing no jail time for him finding out that you had a secret meeting with the district attorney, okay? In fact, Steele will be in your courtroom tomorrow, and he has some words for you, as a matter of fact.
Okay. All right, Mr. Steele, do you have the raw file?
Judge Glanville?
Sir.
You allow another moment when Miss Love calls me that I did not do something. They have the exact image of what we got from the jail in Fayette County. That is it. And if I get another false allegation and you do nothing, I'm shocked. I'm appalled at you. I sit here day after day with this false allegation. just machine. I gave the state everything. There's been no construction. There's been no purposeful. I don't care. I don't care. I give over everything. I've done this for 33 years. Never in my life have I seen a trial. I've done 300 appeals in the state of Georgia alone. I've never read a case like this. Judge, I gave them everything I had. I waited. I was at my office till 8. After 8 last night, I waited for their investigator to come by. I handed him an exact copy of thumb drive.
Steele is invited to the barbecue. Let me just say that. Steele is invited to the barbecue. Okay? Steele has done nothing but stand up for Mr. Thug this entire time and stood up for nothing but the justice of the court. When you have a lawyer that is willing to go to jail with you and say, hey, lock me up with my client so we can go over this case, that's a real nigga award, okay? Steele gets a real nigga award for that. And furthermore, the way he's been standing up in this court for the justice of this shit, Thug better go home just on Steele alone.
They have everything that we got from the Fayette County Jail. There's been no deconstruction. There's been no purposeful exclusion. This is not the first time.
Okay.
And I apologize that I'm getting tempered, but I've never been treated like this. You talk about professionalism every week. Professionalism is lacking with one lawyer here. It has never been. I don't even like coming to court. I used to love this. I would die for what we do. I used to say, I'm dying. I would die. I couldn't choose a better profession. If I had litigated with Miss Love, I would.
Your Honor, could we strike the
No,
ad hominem
I'm
attack?
speaking.
Really, could we strike
Okay, hey, everybody, calm down. Everybody,
This is me
both of you
false.
both of you, please be seated.
Judge, I'm not
Both
done.
of you, please be seated.
You have to do something. You have threatened me with contempt. You have threatened me with jail. If you go back in time, we can just start in voir dire. Jury after jury, you did individual voir dire painfully. Miss Love would come in and say that juror was crying. It was not true. You would say, that's not my recollection after I said it. You did nothing. We start the
But
case.
Mr. Steele.
I asked you, please.
Mr. Steele.
Please, Judge, how would you feel if you were being treated like
Mr. Steele.
this?
Mr.
Well, I'd
Steele.
like to finish.
Mr. Steele.
I gave them everything on that drive, and it's continual abuse of a prosecutor, of another member of the bar. I don't talk with Miss Love. And that's fine. I like that. But, Judge, I'm not going to stand here anymore. I don't care. You can take my bar card.
Mr. Steele, listen.
My man said, I don't care, you could take my bar card, damn it. Y'all gonna stop treating me like this. I ain't gonna stand for this shit.
Wrong, though.
But they're...
And
Y'all ain't gonna keep
Williams, you know,
interrupting
to
me.
This is an innocent man. You talking about, Miss Love said there's a man in the Fulton County Jail who shouldn't be there, Mr. Copeland. Mr. Williams shouldn't be in custody. But he's been charged, and we come here for a fair trial. It's been everything but that, according to Miss Love has tried to demonize me. At times, Mr. Adams. At times, Mr. Shaw.
I object to the ad
it's
hominem
Mr.
attacks, and I ask you to
all
restrict it.
because she wants to
Again,
win the
for the
case. And now she speaks over people. It's not right. I gave them everything. And by the way, and what I want to tell you, by the way, it's not even the law. If they call that gentleman on direct, I don't have to give them anything before trial. I do it because you asked me to. You said, listen, we got a big case. It's going to take a long time. Give them things. I gave this, by this way, to the state October of 2023. October 2023, that was uploaded, given to the state. I hear about it now, and I wait there, and I give them the exact duplicate of what we have. And now there's a false allegation of misconduct. And what I'm telling the court is what I said again. I do not appreciate it. And you have told it in front of the jury that I'm unprofessional. You were wrong. You based that on Miss Love's false representation.
Your Honor, again, the ad hominem attacks, Your Honor. I object, and he should stop talking when I
Miss Love can
object.
try to silence me. Will not be silenced.
But Mr. Steele, here's the thing, okay? I think that...
I started to name the pod that shit. I will not be silenced, damn it. Steele said, I will not be silenced. Y'all ain't gonna keep interrupting me. I'm gonna get my shit off, damn it. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna keep getting my shit off.
But Mr. Steele, please be...
You
please be quiet at this point in time.
The judge cannot hold Mr. Steele. Now I'm talking about Steele. Get your shit off, brother.
You made your point. You made your point at this point in time. Both of you, please be seated. Please be seated, sir. Sir, please be seated.
Whatever you do is fine, but I care about Jeffrey Wood. It's the best here.
Sir, it's obvious. I would expect no less because you're his advocate, you're his champion. But could you all please sit down so I can kind of figure out a solution for this? All right. First, let me just kind of address the obvious. I know that at times tempers have been heated in this particular trial, and they continue to do so. And I know that all of you are being zealous advocates and representing your clients to the best of your ability with zeal and rigor. However, I agree that, there should not be ad hominem attacks on anybody or any counsel, and that you all should think and reflect about what you say about your brothers and sisters of the bar. Because we have a large contingent of folks that watch this trial, and so not only for the purposes of this, but it sends not the message I think you want it to send. All right, so I'm going to leave you all to your wise discretion in order to do that, but I'll take up whatever I need to take up as I see fit. But I know that you all. This has been a long trial. It's very demanding, exacting, and grating on and tiring on all of you. So I ask you to just take a couple of deep breaths and step back and see and kind of look at and just remember that you do represent of who you represent and what you're here for.
And this wouldn't be the first time that Steele would go off on the judge. In fact, he would go off and say, this shit is communist Russia, the way y'all treating Woody.
I would like the court to look into the appropriateness, Mr. Copeland, to my observations around your courtroom, outside your courtroom on breaks, is surrounded by several members of law enforcement with the district attorney's office and prosecutors, potentially other persons. I don't know why a sitting witness under oath is in a room with prosecutors during breaks, mornings, afternoons. It's totally inappropriate. There are people who are in your court's door. There's a double door where the court sits to its right that aligns with the witness chair. And I noticed people standing there in law enforcement while Mr. Copeland is testifying. He's making eye contact with them. I don't know if they're his brother. My point to you is this: what gives anybody the right to surround a witness? He's not in custody. And bring a witness. I'm sure Mr. Copeland didn't say to the prosecutors, I don't know this, Your Honor, so if you think I'm wrong, then just strike it from your memory. But I'm sure he didn't say, hey, you guys want to hang out in this room a little while? So I believe that he is being led on a tether by the prosecutors, and it is coercion. It is inappropriate. And why would anybody not be recording everything he said? And why do I have to get it in drips and drabs? So I am objecting to the tactics of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office and whomever else they may have employed with a citizen, regardless of what the court may think of him or the prosecutors think.
I don't have any thoughts. So please don't put that in. Please don't put that in the ether. Okay, but that's what you just said, sir.
Ether is
okay.
Clear. The court wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it either. So why is it happening?
See, I have no interest other than I'm a referee.
Well, you're the referee who spoke with the witness without my presence.
Mr. Steele, we're not gonna get into that right now.
Well,
okay?
my point is, how is he being treated here? And why don't I have all this? And why is this going on? What an unfair trial for Mr. Williams. Think about it. If you were accused, Your Honor, and the judge met with this witness, with the prosecutor, and you sat next to me and Mr. Adams, you would say to us, what kind of case is this? Now he's being surrounded with all this law enforcement. My point is,
Your Honor, we're going to object that this.
I'm not going to be interrupted.
Mr. Steele, hold on. No, but you're cutting me, Mr. Steele? Mr. Steele?
Yes, sir. What?
Okay.
I want to finish. I'm making a record for the court to understand.
Well, Mr. Steele.
I've never been interrupted in a court except for this one. You allow.
Well, you know, but the challenge is in this point in time is that some of the things that you have said at certain points in time are not appropriate.
It's not true.
Okay, well that's the court's.
The court is wrong.
Well, you know, you have, everybody has an opinion, and it can certainly be reviewed at the appropriate time. But finish up so you can go ahead and make your record.
Interrupt anymore about a prosecutor or anyone. This is a record. This is important.
Okay, but it's your allegation and assertion, sir. Okay, so. Well, we don't know that. We don't know whether or not they're true.
What's going on? Every time Mr. Copeland comes in the courtroom or out of the courtroom, he's escorted by a DA's office investigator. You see that? This court is observant. You're not just sitting there in a cloud. You see exactly what's going on. You hear the prosecutor tell you, we were in a room with Mr. Copeland and he said these things. Why?
Okay.
Why do I have to bring up? You should be bringing it up. This is crazy. This is like communist Russia. Mr. Williams is having the worst trial. So I'm moving, again, to stop intimidating the witness by the prosecution, leave people alone, and stop accusing. You've allowed the prosecutor Love to accuse me of misconduct.
Oh, but you've...
And see, that's another thing, too. That's why they're trying to get the mistrial going on. They're trying to get the mistrial, number one, because of that secret meeting that happened. And now the Supreme Court has stepped in to even get Steele off of of his being held in contempt. The Supreme Court has stepped in and saw this. The judge is not looking too good right now in the court of law, period. The judge knows he's fucked up. That's another reason why he's been even allowing Steele to go off the way he's been going off. Because he knows Steele is right. He knows Steele has been seeing all the incorrupt justice that is happening. The whole system is corrupt. It's very incorrect what is happening to Young Thug. Number one, because he has been charged for just his lyrics. It's just the lyrics at the end of the day. We have to always put that into context. Thug is in court right now based upon his lyrics in records that they have now accused him of being behind murders in Atlanta. So let's also keep that in mind here. This whole trial that is on day 93, I think now, either 92 or 93, spent millions of dollars for the state of Atlanta about a man's lyrics. And the judge is not looking too good right now with his tactics as far as trying to take down Mr. Young Thug. And his attorney, Steele, is not standing for it.
You've also accused her of hold on. You have accused her of misconduct as well. And remember what I told you about your professional remember what I told you about your, and she's going to take me down as opposed to you. So when I start talking, stop talking, please. Okay? I'll let you complete your record, okay?
I understand the one party talk. I got it.
All right. Okay. All right. So I told you, several times before, I told you and your colleagues, remember your professional responsibility. And let's not make this an ad hominem issue. I don't believe that either one of you are trying to do anything that would subvert your ability to practice law. So, but
Ms. Love has intentionally lied to the court numerous cases. You do
nothing. Hold on. Let him finish. See, this is Mr. Steele. This is exactly what I'm saying. You cannot, it is not a good idea to state that your brethren across the bar are lying, okay? At any time or any way.
I don't like doing it.
Okay, but don't. So don't. But don't because you don't have any proof. If you have proof of it, then if you have proof, there's a mechanism in law and under the rules for you to submit that question to the Office of General Counsel and for an investigation to occur. But please stop, both of you. I told both of you earlier, stop making these ad hominem attacks toward one another. Okay?
Everyone gets attacked. You say nothing.
Well, okay, but I've said something. You're going back to stuff that's happened in the past. So while I'm trying to deal with things that are current. So I told you all most recently, as of about a week or so ago, to stop all this. Remember I told you the world's watching you? They are. So please don't from this point on, do not accuse each other of anything. If you want to go ahead and do it, there's a proper way to do it, but don't bring it up in front of me. Okay?
I'm just making a point that this has been going on and it's abusive. That is my point.
That's your assertion, sir, as a lawyer, okay? And maybe your frustration with everything. Like I told you, this trial's gone a long time. There's a lot of wear and tear, but everybody's got to rise above and be a professional advocate. That's what the system demands of you.
I'm not worn or torn. I am here to tell the court that from a objective, casual observer, could see what's going on here. It's inappropriate.
Okay. At the end of the day, I understand your concern that you have now shared with the court. Okay. All right. State, do you want to respond?
Your Honor, I just ask that the court strike the portions of Mr. Steele's, whatever that was, to the court regarding personal and ad hominem attacks on members of the state's team. Ms. Hilton will address the merits of the initial argument that Mr. Steele made. But as to personal attacks on members of the state's team, we'd ask that assertions that specific people have lied, that is disrespectful, that is unprofessional, and not one time has any such statement been made by any member of this team about anyone else.
Oh, I think, Ms. Love, in the past, you've made some statements.
I have never said anyone lied.
You've made some statements about Mr. Steele and about, well, just let me finish. I'm not done. All right. And about several others of your colleagues. I mean, and it may have been the heat of discussion and everything else. Like I said earlier, there's enough blame to go around for everybody. All right. So, but can we kind of stop that and draw things kind of forward? I've had 2 or 3 conversations with everyone about their obligations as professional advocates under the rules. Okay.
So needless to say, the judge had enough, but Steele had enough. Steele had enough of the bullshit at that point. He was done with everything. Like, look, y'all gonna stop treating Woody like this? Y'all gonna stop treating me like this? Y'all gonna stop treating Thug like this? Goddammit! I'm tired of this shit. I am tired of this shit. This is like communist Russia in this motherfucker. What are y'all doing? Y'all having secret meetings? Y'all treating the witness like he a damn target in the court? Y'all treating the witness like he a target. Bad enough he gotta deal with the people at home. Now he gotta do with the system targeting him? What is going on in here? What is going on in here? Dog is up for trial. Not Woody. Why is he up there getting interrogated the way he getting interrogated? That is what Steele was talking about. Why is he up there with motherfuckers in the back looking at him? The fucking a district attorney, and you have the other attorney right there is questioning him the way she's questioning him. He's like, what is going on in this courtroom right now? The man already done told you he confessed to a murder. Why haven't you presented that yet? Why haven't you presented that shit yet? You ain't present none. You ain't just talk. Look, you said this in the back. You said all this in the back. I heard it. The judge ain't even say shit. That is what Steele is fed up about. Like, all this other circus bullshit y'all got going on right now. Steele said, I've been doing this shit for 30 damn years. I ain't never seen no bullshit like this happening ever in the history of my practices of law. My goodness. But that's why I said it has become a complete shit show this week, and I was fully entertained front row. I was fully entertained by Mr. YSL Woody and Steele. Like I said, Steele is invited to the damn barbecue. Steele is invited to the barbecue.